So let's get started. Guys, it is almost at the end of August, and the dog days of August, we want some inspiration, we want some motivation, and we want some consistency. And I'll guarantee you, if nobody's showing up, I will be here. And here I am today, and thank you for being on the call. Today, we're going to be interviewing a top team leader here with eXp Realty he's in Mission, BC. And basically, he's only been in business 4 years, okay? And Jerome is already a top 20 team. He came to eXp Realty from Real Broker, and we'll find out why. But he brought over 10 people on his team, including himself, and he's looking to grow with us here. And, you know, because of our company being sustainable, profitable, he saw the global expansion, and he'll share a little bit of why he really came over here. But more importantly, what he's doing right now to succeed in today's market. So I can't wait. All right, let's see if he's in here. Oh. So before he hops in here, does anybody have any challenges or questions that we can help with immediately? Oh, one of his team members just came in, so he must be coming in soon. Challenges, questions. Axel, anything that we're dealing with this week that we can talk about?
Well, current market demands for price correction, and that is always a fearful and one of the daunting tasks that we have to take on as agents, and wear that hat and having that communication with the seller in regards to the adjustment of the price in this current market. Is there any insight that you can say to the agents in regards to not taking ownership for the pricing and the communication they need to have with those sellers? Because from one of the biggest challenges that we're facing within our team right now is, of course, adjusting to a correct level of pricing and setting a right expectation.
Yeah. The frame is when you first take the listings, guys, you need to set up the expectation of, in the first couple of weeks, we're going to expect one of three things. Number one is we're going to get a lot of showings and the property would be sold pretty simply. And wouldn't that be great? Number two is we're going to get a lot of showings where we're not going to get any offers. It means that it's active, but not active enough to show enough value for the buyer to pull the trigger to put an offer in for our property. So therefore, we need to make a quick adjustment, 5%, in order to get more exposure, therefore more offers on the table and to get the property sold. Third scenario, I don't see this happening. However, if we don't get any showings or any offers, it means that we're at least 10% over the market value, right? And at that time, the market then is indicating we need to adjust the price by 10%. Okay, so I'm going to keep you updated every single day in these 3 weeks to let you know exactly what the buyers are saying about the price that we have set for your home. Do you have any questions for me? If you just do that, guys, no matter if you think the price is right for your listing or not, if you just do that, your price reduction conversations 3 weeks, 2 weeks from now will be way easier than if you didn't. And at the listing and the time to adjust the price, here's what you say. Mr. and Mrs. Seller, now that we are at 2 weeks, we've had 6 showings, but we have no offers. And most of my sellers are going through 2, if not 3 price reductions in order to get the property sold. The good news is the ones that adjust quickly get offers on the table and achieve their goals. What would you like to do, Mr. and Mrs. Seller? We have 3 options right now. Number 1 is adjust the price. Number 2 is do nothing and hope and pray until somebody comes through. And number 3 is to take the home off the marketing, wait until the market catches up to your price. Based on your goals and your time frame, what would you like to do? Axel, I hope that helps. This is recorded, and this is a script that I've used for the last 20 years, and it works every time if you do it. I think we have Jerome here.
Yes.
Hello.
Jerome.
Let's pin Jerome as well, please.
What's that?
Let's pin
You
him.
tried to pin him?
Sorry, guys, I was running a little bit
You tried to pin him?
behind there.
Yeah, head pin.
Okay. Okay, Leo, there's no try. I pinned him. Right. So guys, never try. Try to stand up in your chair right now. Try to stand up, but I'm not actually stand up. Try to stand up. Try. No. That's standing up.
Okay.
I want you to try. So here's the thing, guys. You can never try to do anything. I'm gonna try to pin him. No, I'm gonna pin him. Right. So anyway, I'm not here to yell at people. I'm here to inspire. I'm here to have a great discussion and conversation with my good friend Jerome. Jerome, we've been working together for about a month, but it feels like a year. I feel like you're my brother, and we
Likewise.
see each other a lot. He came over to our family gathering. We had a nice little prime rib and lobster dinner. So thank you for coming there. Met your great family, your wife Cindy, Amara, Ezekiel, and Afia. Wow.
Yeah, got it.
Hello. Katerina is here to see you. Katerina's out in your hood. Anyway, so we want to hear from you. You've only been in business now 4 years, and you're absolutely crushing it, man. So maybe a little bit of introduction on yourself.
Absolutely, man. First of all, thank you for having me on here. I'm honored to be. And like you said, feels like I've known you for like over a year, and it's been great. A little bit about myself, Jerome Michael, with EXP now, but previously, I'll just kind of take it back to the early stages when I actually just got it started or dabbled into any real estate. Started off 18 years ago investing as an investor in real estate, and bought my first property when I was 21. So
Wow.
it's come. So I've seen price adjustments, I've seen the market trends, I've seen the ups and downs, the recession in 2008, and yeah, so on and so forth. And I started off investing in real estate. I got a good understanding of the market. As you know, it's pretty lucrative too. Anyone that's bought real estate years ago, they've seen that. And as I journeyed through my investment stage, I've been an entrepreneur since a young age, dabbled with a lot of businesses. And as I was moving along, one of my friends actually owned a brokerage. And, he gave me an opportunity to kind of hop on board, become a shareholder in the company, and be a little bit hands-on and be a managing partner, so to speak, and just learning
Wow.
the business a bit. Small brokerage, got about just 8 realtors. But it gave me a good understanding of the business because I've always wanted to get into like owning something in real estate as far as the transactional side goes, right? So that was in 2018, 2017, 2018, beginning of 2018. And yeah, COVID hit, things didn't go too well. Anyway, long story short, a restaurant I was getting into as well, that kind of came tumbling down. And Amara was just going to be born 2020. And I was like, man, I got to do something. And I felt most comfortable doing real estate. So I'm like, you know what?
Awesome.
I've made a lot of realtors a lot of money. I'm like, I'm going to jump into this and, get my license. And
Yeah.
first year hit the ground running, made medallion year after year, and just kept doubling up on my commissions every year. And it's
Uh,
been great. But that being said, I have been at what, one, two, three, this is my fourth brokerage. So I've been
wow.
around a little bit, started off at Nationwide, was at SRS
Mm,
for a little bit, then Real, of course, the most recent, and now at EXP. So,
amazing.
and being a family guy, a man of faith as well, and juggling with, you probably know what it's like. You got kids and the business and the team and so
Yeah.
on. But I'm truly blessed. Things are going great. It's great to be a part of
Awesome.
EXP, and people that we're surrounded by, yourself and Adam, who's brought me on, introduced me, and GSP guys, and everyone's been amazing. And same with them too. I feel like I've known them forever. So it's been great so far, man.
Dude, yeah, we're just honored to partner with you. And, what a journey, right? 17, 18, owning a brokerage before even becoming licensed. I mean, who does that? It's crazy.
Yeah. So actually, I
Uh,
understood the business. And initially, when I joined Nationwide, the reason why I joined is they had a similar kind of, bring people on, and you can make, mentor them, and you can make a piece of it, just exactly like EXP had it. But then being a mom and pop shop, um,
Mm.
they changed up their structure. So what I did was I was at GoBC, and right when I came off, 8 complete strangers I did not know, just in the GoBC chat, I recruited all of them to to Nationwide, right? So I had 8 people there. Well, what I did was just to kind of build that culture there, I added one underneath the other, just so
Mm.
everyone felt like, hey, we're a big team. And Nationwide comes in and they switched. They said, hey, you know what? We're changing the tiers. We're only going to have one tier now. And I'm like, dude, I was planning on doing this business because I understood what the model was like. I think so
Oh,
that was the main reason why I had left from there as well. Because I'm like, I put in all this work and now, it didn't really. But hey, I'm truly, truly blessed because every single person that from those Nationwide days, they've all come on to EXP now.
amazing. Amazing. So you built a really loyal following, and it just
Yeah.
goes to show what kind of person you are. Um, you know, I always say that success is attracted by the person who you become, and you're just so kind and you crush it. You work really, really hard. You're a family man, and to jump this many times and to have everybody to follow you, 2 brokerages, it says a lot about you. So kudos to you. That's
Oh, thank
amazing.
you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's dig in a little bit. What makes you actually successful in today's market? So what do you feel are the key principles or strategies that you're utilizing right now that to help you grow such a successful business and a team?
Yeah, for me, I feel really, having a good foundation, right, of who you are and also the way you conduct business. And for me, it's always been, I mean, end of the day, we're in the service industry, right? And I'm a big believer in serving. And I think that's what's kind of, got me to where I am and just kind of being there for people, right? And even with the team, having everybody move on here. And as you know, you run a pretty big team yourself, staying grounded myself and accountable myself, because I got to be a good role model to make sure that everyone, on the team, I set a good example for, right? So just having the ability to really, do transactions in a way that's because a lot of times I feel like when you have a team and everyone's has a different personality on the team, right?
Mm,
So being able to adjust yourself to really nurture the team and everyone's different personalities, everyone's got their priorities and families and so on and so forth. But just being able to really consistently, and again, I'll emphasize that just being consistent and having clear communication, you know having the motivation to having the motivating factor to motivate them, because end of the day, we're all here, we're all agents, we're all here to do business, to serve people, and to make money, right? And it's the day I realized, and I was sharing this with the team in our last meeting, is I the day I realized that buying a home is actually a life goal, right?
mm,
Just like someone who's going to get married and things like that. When you actually think about it, every single person out here in the world is thinking about, hey, I want to own a home one day, right?
mm,
So really getting into that mindset of, and mindset's huge too, just with the team
yeah.
as well. Just getting into the mindset of, hey guys, like every single person within your network or people you meet wherever you go, they're going to buy a home one day, right? And if
Hmm.
you could really provide the service that you provide and, be authentic, be true to yourself and really show the value proposition. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I jumped into real estate, because I seen the gains that I made from real estate. And I was like, you know what?
Mm,
This is a vehicle that people can retire with. Just buy one home and leverage, refi, get another one and keep going, until you're 50. And you'll set yourself up for generational wealth, right? So even with the team, just really embedding that into them by, just really focusing on, why did you even become an agent, right? And why
hmm.
you're here. And every single person on the team I'm so blessed to have, because they're all have the attributes of a top 1%, right? It's just a matter of
Wow.
time, just having the discipline and the consistency to
Yeah.
follow through. And just this month, like things are really shaping up. Like every single person on the team is working on a deal. So
Nice.
so it's been great, and like I said, it all comes down to them also being there and reciprocating with me and putting it together. So it's been truly amazing so far, man. And having EXP on and even just like the onboarding, and they've all been like Todd sent a message the other day too, and we're actually discussing it. It's night and day. compared to what
Wow.
we've been through and seen, and just the collaboration and, having the Oracle guys and even RD guys and GSB guys and, everybody else on here at EXP. It's been phenomenal, really.
Wow. Well, thank you for that. It's great testimony, actually. I
Yeah.
was going to get into that later on, but thank you for bringing that up. Really, it's collaboration over competition, and I think you felt that in the first month you've been here.
Hmm.
And I don't know if you know this, but only 9,700 agents out of 14,500 in Greater Vancouver hasn't done a deal this year. It's already end of August. So the
Wow.
fact that all of your guys are working on a deal right now, that goes to show that you guys are absolutely crushing it right now. So once again, kudos to you. Where do most of your business come from on the team and for yourself?
So for me, I've been pretty traditional. For me, it's been, I would say, literally 99% has been referrals, right? Friends and family.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've said this to all my guys on the team as well. And I tell my clients when I meet them, my principle is, do to others what you want done to yourself. In other words,
Yeah.
treat others as you want to be treated. And I've just taken that all the way through, and I've just asked for referrals. You got to ask, right? Ask and you will receive.
Gotta ask. Okay.
You gotta ask always. And for me, I do a few things where I talk to one stranger a day. It doesn't have to
Yeah.
be real estate, just at the gym, like, hey, how's it going? Or anything, whatever it is, at the grocery store. I picked up like we and Taj, we went for a listening appointment. It was the owner of the donair place where I eat donairs. Chatted him up, and he's actually looking to tear down his home, subdivide it. And Taj is a builder as well. He has his license. So,
There you go.
I thought of him and I said, hey, let's go. We went, nailed the meeting, and he said, hey, you know what? I want to use you guys to do my build. So we're gonna follow.
Wow.
It's gonna be a little bit of a longer transition
Of
because
course.
there's
Yeah.
subdivision and so on. But most of our business, or my business, has been just referrals, friends and family and people that I've met. And I guess for me, I'm pretty comfortable just walking into a room and talking to people and so on.
Yeah.
So that's been my thing. But I've been imparting that onto the team as well and letting them know,
There you
like,
go.
hey, when you're at the gym, just talk to people because again, it's a life goal. Everyone is looking to buy a home. It's on their mind, right? And with the current time that we're, or the season that we're in real estate, it is pretty affordable to buy something with the 5% down thing. And, prices have come down. You can get a brand new condo. I'm talking about on the Fraser Valley side for 400,000, right? You're talking $20,000
20K.
you need,
Yeah.
right? And so for me, it's just been kind of the old traditional way. But now, as we were speaking last time too, I'm looking to dabble into some marketing to try
There you
and
go.
get the traction going, to just be able to really feed the team and be able to just grow. Because end of the day, my goal is, and I've said it to the guys on the team as well, is I want each of them to have their own team with 10 people on it, right?
There you go.
That's the 1 year goal. So I've given them that, and I said, hey, I'm still going to be here
Perfect.
because EXP has built a platform where you're able to still be motivated and helping and being able to free up your time. End of the day, it's just a numbers game and just duplicating and doubling up, right?
There you go. Yeah.
And a lot of the guys on the team, being for them too, we haven't done too much marketing. We do a lot of social media. That's been kind of our new little thing where we do a lot of property tour videos,
Mm.
and we've closed quite a bit of deals with that too. Currently working with a lot of kind of dead leads, but at the end of the day, the goal is set up an in-person meeting. I think every in-person meeting we've set up, I think it's been about 70% closing rate. So it's been pretty good. Even just the other day, Sandy got her lead from just a TikTok video. We're going
Wow.
over, yeah, we booked an appointment. He actually invited us over to his home, and it's pretty exciting because they have quite a bit of money. They moved from a different country and they're here and they just saw her video and they said, hey, we saw you, we want to just kind of meet with you and see how you could guide us in buying an investment property, right? So we went together and we nailed it. And I think he was interviewing other people because he did mention that. And he said, hey, you know what? I feel that the vibe that we have is probably the best so far. And we made a WhatsApp group and we've been communicating and going through it and helping him find his investment property.
Amazing. So really 95% people that you know, and then 5% right now and
Yeah.
growing coming from social media. So
Yeah.
going out there doing your business and doing the
Door
videos,
knocking too. Door
door
knocking.
knocking too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But
And then marketing.
95%.
Yeah, 95%.
Yeah. So
It's pretty,
Esther, it's Jerome Michael 17, I believe. Jerome Michael 17 is the handle. And
yeah.
then it's
That's
Growth Real Estate Group.
growth.reg is
Growth.reg. Yeah. I want to dig into this a little bit because I got a question this morning from one of our guys in LA. And Denny, if you're on the call, listen up. He says, quick question. I have a limiting mindset. I don't want to call my SOI because I feel like I'm bothering them. I'm coming off as a salesperson. I've had success even to this day where I just hit up friends and catch up and grab food, but he doesn't ask for referrals. So what's your mindset? What's your advice on that for him? Because you 95% of your business come from SOI.
Yeah. So I feel that having that confidence and of the value that you've provided at the end of the day, and I think it's all mindset too. So even when I walk into a meeting or door knocking is a good example, right? When I walk into door knocking, I always tell myself, hey, when I'm going to knock this door, these guys are actually waiting and seeking for a person to come show them how to get to where they need to be financially free using real
Mm,
estate, right? So I
wow.
feel like I have all the skills and the abilities and the experience. So when I walk in, I think mindset's huge. Just having that, because a lot of time, as we all know, fear is a major factor. It always comes in, and I always tell myself the acronym, false evidence appearing real. It's not
Mm,
there. It's like you're making it up in your mind. Door knocking's a big one every time I go, because when you get a lot of no's, you keep thinking like, oh, this guy's gonna say no as well, and you start painting the picture and playing a movie in your head, like, oh, I'm gonna knock and this is gonna
right.
happen. So really, I think having the confidence and the mindset of really believing in yourself and knowing what you hold and the service that you provide within that, and you have to ask because I think if you don't ask, you're not going to receive. So just having that confidence that hey, I know what I'm doing and I've done a great job and I would love to help more people. And I think it's chasing relationships and people more than deals.
Mm,
Right? That's a big one too. Just putting yourself out there. And there's been times where I worked with clients for 2 years, right? Just following up, talking to them, showing, here and there. And they eventually end up buying. And that person that bought, they see that. They see how we've nurtured the relationship. And I think I've gotten the most referrals from that one. Yeah.
amazing. Guys, listen up, listen up. And Denny, if you're on the call, if you're not on the call, I'm going to beat you up. So listen to the recording. Denny, I'm going to beat you up. So chase relationships, don't chase deals.
Hmm.
Guys, when you've done a deal, did you actually earn a client for life or did you just earn a paycheck? Right? I think that's very, very important. So, Jerome, when you call your SOI, you're chasing that relationship. You're not even thinking about the deal. However, you do ask for the referral. What's your approach on asking referrals? What do you say specifically?
So I always ask them in the end for like how was the experience and get a
Mm,
testimonial. But what I've done, or it's been what I've been good at, I guess I've built I focus on building a relationship so much that end up becoming friends in the end of the day. So I don't even
mm,
it's not even that casual anymore. It's more like, I could just ask them because I've built that trust, I've built that relationship. Like I call them over for dinner, or I'll take food over to their place, I'll hang out with
yeah,
them. We'll
yeah,
have food and obviously possession day, we give them a gift, and just even caring for and asking about their family and authentically, because I have a
yeah,
family as well, just getting to know
yeah,
more about them, and that kind of um, gives you the ability to confidently ask. And sometimes even like before asking, they say it themselves, hey, you know what, it's been such a great experience. And if you know anyone, we definitely refer you. Actually, there's one completion today, possession tomorrow. This
nice.
he works, and just I mean, it was a referral as well. And we just met, and he works in insurance. I've given him two insurance referrals so far, just in the last month. And he said to himself, hey, you know what? Anyone that's looking for real estate, I'm going to refer you to them. Right? So It's been
Mm,
it's been great.
crazy. So if you want to get referrals, give referrals.
Yeah,
It's
that's
pretty
yeah, of
simple.
course. Even
Like,
exactly, even clients that I meet, I always ask them, what do you guys do and how can I help make your business better? Right?
wow, it's that's just a go-giver mentality because give, 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 and then naturally the universe is going to reward you. It might not come from specifically that person, but you will eventually get a referral as a result of you giving without any ulterior motive.
Hmm.
right? Um, what are other three actionable items that you do on a daily basis to have you be successful in getting a lot of transactions and relationships?
I think for me, it's a lot of discipline and consistency. That's kind of been the foundation of everything. Also having a routine, and I time block. And I tell it to the team as well. I tell them, if you can have your hour of power, just 1 hour, completely focused, no distractions, just on,
Mm,
literally just 1 hour, completely focused, just on real estate, right? Whatever it is, spend an hour on Paragon, just go crazy on it, or spend an hour just door knocking, go crazy with it, or spend an hour just making phone calls, but complete 100% focus, you do
hmm.
it, right? So for me, it's like there's certain key things. Obviously, the routine's important. I'm huge on health and fitness. I turned 40 this year. I'm trying to beat that age. Yeah, I want to stay, I want to stay
Looking good, man. Looking
jacked till I'm
good.
70.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. So really having the discipline, building that foundation through a daily routine and keeping your body strong, keeping your mind strong. And then if you just do, guys, just 1 hour of power, whatever it may be,
Hmm.
go ham on door knocking, go ham on making phone calls, do your Paragon research. So, you heard it from the man himself. Uh, let's talk about the move. So you came from Real Broker to EXP. What factor influenced your decision to come over? Because it's similar models, right?
The biggest factor, honestly, relationships, right? It's the people. Because I believe, I mean, end of the day, even as a person, I highly believe that people, I mean, your clients don't really focus so much on even knowing the name of your brokerage
Mm,
more than knowing your name, right? So it's
right.
completely relationship based. Um, I'm not saying that, brokerage is not important, but at the same time, when you have just one side of it and you don't have the relationship factor, you don't have the culture, you don't have the tribe that fits your vibe, right? And it's a big factor. And as we all know, I mean, in being in real estate, it's a very self-motivated industry. Like you got to get up and go. So you don't have the right people around you who are, pouring into you. It becomes a tough and lonely road. So
Mm,
for me, I think the biggest factor was the just like the collaboration, a relationship with like other agents and so on. There wasn't just the community and the culture, right? And then
right.
so of course, um, they changed their fee structure. That wasn't really a big thing. I mean, the fees or whatever, but it just shows that, hey, you know what? They don't have the consistency, right? Being
Mm,
in business and end of the day too, like looking at EXP and Real, I didn't actually do any research on Real when I joined. I literally
oh,
joined on relationship based. A couple of guys that I was close with said, "Hey, you know what? Let's just join." And literally, I went over and said, "Sign me up." I did no research. For me, it was just more about who you're around and how you can build it. And later on, when I actually sat down and thought about it before making the move to EXP, and it clicked in, I was like, "Man, EXP are the pioneers of this industry. Like they started it."
mm,
And I've looked at the global reach that they have. And I did do research on EXP, I gotta say, and we had met for lunch and we went over a bunch of stuff, and I asked a lot of questions, and I did my research, and I just saw that you know it's night and day, and the leverage you have, and the scalability, and the tools, and the people, the community, it's massive. So that was one of the biggest reasons for the move.
dude, that's phenomenal. But first is first, it's people join people, people don't join
Mhm.
brokerages. And you never even knew what Real Broker was until you
No.
joined it.
And
But
I
you
didn't.
did spend your
Mhm.
time with EXP because you're like, okay, I'm gonna move again. I better make the right move for
Yeah.
myself and my team. So you did do
Yeah.
the research on us, and you
Yes.
you 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 saw the profitability, sustainability, the global reach, the expansion. I'm gonna give you some peptides, man. Your shoulder's bothering you, isn't it?
No, yeah, I'm getting cramped up on my chest. I did chest today, and it's just
Okay.
cramping up right now. I'm like, oh man, just trying to stretch it.
I'll give you some peptides. All right.
Yeah.
So, and why specifically our group? Because there are so many other groups out there.
Yeah, I just I've been actually sitting back and watching for a while.
Oh,
Yeah, I've been following you for some time. I've been following GSB guys for some time. Me and Adam, Adam's one of the biggest factors why I had
mm.
done the move over, but because I've known him for since what, 2021? Yeah,
Oh,
so
wow, 4
some
years.
time, yeah, 3, 4 years. And you know, I actually called him over for lunch to my home with another agent that had introduced me to. So
Oh,
there was another agent who introduced me to Adam, and he was coming over. I said, "Yeah, bring Adam as well." And we were
yeah.
actually talking about this the other day, and I said, "Did I actually invite you the first time we met to my home?" He's like, "Yeah, you did." And I was like, "Man, like you must have just been like that kind of guy because we spoke on the phone a few times, right?" And I've been sitting back and watching and just seeing, and I start to realize, even just comparing with Real, for example, right? Like
Mm,
who's you know in my network, like or
yeah.
who's my mentor and things like that. When I started to see and understand, like you know, you are a percentage of the people that you're around. And when I start to, you know, ask questions and see who's where and so on, and you know what kind of a network I'm joining, I think who you join under is huge. And Graham is I've been watching, and you know, Graham really has everything that it takes. They have the culture, you know, they have heavy hitters, they have the tools, they have the marketing, they have. I think it checked everything off the box, and that was one of the biggest reasons to actually join under this organization.
Yeah, it's so telling of the old saying is people do business with people they know, like, and trust.
Hmm.
First, you knew Adam, you like him, you invited him over for dinner. The trust came through you doing the research and watching the guys that he was collaborating with.
Yeah.
And business is done at the speed of trust. So you did do your research. You're a smart guy. But it first, guys, started with the relationship. So who you are being out there in the marketplace, whether it be clients or other agents, who are you being matters. They don't care about what you know unless they know how much you care, right? So I think Adam has
Absolutely.
done that for you. I hope he's on the call. Adam, we love you, brother. And look forward to that CMHC event. But now I want to open up a little bit, the last 11 minutes here, for any questions that the audience might have for Jerome, either how he's built a team, how he's been successful in selling a lot of real estate, and or agent attraction, attracting other people to the brokerage. Questions? It's good to see you. All right. If you're shy, you can type it in. You're so shy today. What's going on?
Hey guys, my name is Dodge. I'm actually on Jerome's
Hey.
team. I just want to attest to what Jerome was saying. I was more in the construction industry before going full time into real estate. I still dabble in construction and renovations on the side, but what's important when Jerome was saying that put at least 1 hour a day into looking on MLS or calling people, it actually does work a lot. And I'll tell you one thing that kind of stuck to me is since I joined the team is I just called somebody like another builder. Just I was looking for like a home for my client, and then he reached out. He's like, "Hey, I actually know another builder who might have something for you that's for sale." I called that builder, and he said, "I already have a realtor that's put the listing for sale, but it's higher than your budget." But he's like, "Oh, one of my family friends is looking for a home in Surrey," and instead of giving that his family friend the deal, he actually gave the deal to us. Like
Wow.
the real like 'cause just over a phone call, he's like, "Yeah, Doreen, you seem really nice, and it seems like you know what you're doing. Here's the referral, and I'm working with that client right now." So it just takes an hour a day just to call your network, and one person leads to another. Sometimes it's a dead end, but hey, you never know where you're gonna make money from.
There you go. Thank you for that testimony, guys. Call the people that you know before you spend any money on your ad spend, please. Because you don't call those cold leads anyways. We join because you're jacked. It's because Jerome wants the team to win, even if it means losing commission on his end. At the end of the day, yes, leaders eat last, and that's a great testimony from Jazz Curran. Dylan. Thank you so much for that testimony for Jerome. Yes, he is jacked, and I see the biceps, that's for sure. All right, who else has a question or an insight that they want to share with Jerome?
What's your morning routine?
Pardon me, sorry?
What is your morning routine?
Oh, my morning routine. So I try and wake up at 5 a.m., start my day off, prayer, meditation. It's super, super important for me. John gave me a book, so I've been reading that book now every day. I did keep it in my bathroom, though it works. I never forget it. So that's a good hack, to be honest. Even like 10, 15 minutes a day. It's a great book. The Millionaire Real Estate Agent. But my morning routine is, waking up, meditating, prayer time, going to the gym, and then, usually want to be home for breakfast with the kids.
Oh,
And
amazing.
yeah, and then they wake up pretty early, so it's good. And then I get going with my day. So usually I do like I was talking about the hour of power, but I try and do 2 hours myself where it's just like complete focus. And then obviously putting in other things like door knocking certain days and working on calling and things like that. But really I think when you look good, you feel good, you perform good, right? So even like just dressing up well and going to the gym, taking care of your health, and even just calling everybody on the team, right? The more conversations you have with people, it just energizes you.
Yeah.
Even when that's why when John said, "Hey, do you want to do this?" I was like, "Yeah, like I'd love to do it." Because it's just gonna really I know it seems like I may be pouring out into you, but it's really pouring out into me as well.
Oh, thank you.
Right?
Wow.
So
Conversations matter, and he does 2 hours.
Yeah.
But it seems like all the top producers, the top 1%, buy into the 5 a.m. club. I don't know. Is there a
just more time.
coincidence? I don't think so.
Just have more
So
time to do more
yeah,
things. I just feel that it's important to because as we all know, like life's busy, especially when
yeah,
you run your family and you're trying to make time for everything else.
yeah.
Like if I forget who it was, but he talks about how he could convert one day into 2 days if you just have really focused, dedicated time where you're just crushing it,
There
right?
you go. There you go. And that's how you separate from your competition and your peers. What type of TikTok content that brought those ads in?
Just a property tour video.
Just a property tour.
Yeah.
How do
Just
you, at the end of the video, what call to action did she have to bring those leads in?
just her phone number. That's
Just her
it.
phone number.
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen this a lot. Econ Sandu does that as well. But
Mhm.
a lot of times it's like DM me. A lot of times people don't want to DM, but it's a funny thing. He actually put his number on the screen and he gets calls.
Yeah. I do
So
that too. I got a little phrase now. I start using it. I say, "You want to buy this home? Call Jerome." So,
there you go. It's a
kind
nice
of,
ring to it.
yeah. So hopefully it catches on.
There you go. There you go.
John, you guys talked about Millionaire Real Estate Agent?
Yeah.
Is that
The red book. Yeah.
is it not Keller Williams?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
What
Gary
is
Keller is
Gary
the
Keller?
author. Yeah.
How is that impactful to you? So impactful that you would share with them.
How is that impactful to, well, he's building a team right now, right? So that is like the original. I would call it the Bible for team building. It's the original team building book, and it dates back to like the 80s when
Yeah,
people were
the
starting to
80s.
build teams,
Yeah.
right? And no, so now all the tried and true methods of building a team still work today, right? The 7 levels of building a team, right? And I think you're right there. You're probably at the 4th level right now. Eventually, we're going to get you to the 7th heaven. So
Mhm.
read that book, Millionaire Real Estate Agent. All right. Who else has a question? Shy crowd. Type it in.
Not a question, just an insight. I just shared Jerome's Instagram on the chat. Great to have you, Jerome, right here. Of course, listening to your wonderful teaching right there that you do for your team, and the motto that you have, do to others what you want it to be done to you, and that goes a long way for all of us. So please, everyone, go to that link, follow, and give Jerome some love right there.
Thank you, guys.
Guys, seriously, if you meet Jerome in person, you'll get the opportunity at our upcoming event, October 3rd at Build Vancouver. We'll all see Jerome there as well. One of the nicest, kindest people in real estate, and that's rare. Okay, so it really, truly is an honor to partner with you. Jerome, if there's one last insight you have for the audience here for how to have them succeed, what would it be?
I actually wrote it down.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Yeah, I did.
nice.
I wrote it down. So yeah, first thing I would say is master your mornings. You know, when you start your day off, that's really going to set the tone for what your day is going to look like, right? So do your, you know, your morning prayer or your meditation and practice gratitude and movement, right? So, you know, get up and go. So go to the gym. And then the second thing I would say is build real relationships. I said it earlier. Don't chase just deals. Just focus on the relationship. That's it. Because even though you may have a relationship that you're building with someone and they may not want to buy, they will think of someone else. They will think of you when someone else is looking to buy, and they will refer it just because of that relationship you built with them, right? And then the third thing that I wrote down was just take consistent action. You know, just show up. Like 50, actually this morning, I wasn't feeling too well, but I was like, no, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I can feel it in my throat a bit. And I got a sore throat and stuff. But I told myself, you know, I'm just gonna show up because showing up honestly is 50%. Even with door knocking, just get out of the house and start walking towards there, right? You're already halfway there. And so
That's so true.
those three things, just have a good morning routine, you know, focus on relationships and just show up.
Have an untouchable morning routine, focus on chasing relationships, building relationships, and be consistent. It's as simple as that, guys. Such an honor to have you today, Jerome, and thank you for your partnership. And we look forward to seeing you at Build Vancouver. Well, actually, he said, you know, he called me this morning. I've never had people, you know, want to hang out 5 a.m. in the morning, but we're going to start working out together too. So I look
Let's
forward
do
to
it.
that on a weekly basis with you. Thanks, guys. We'll see you all soon.
Thank you all. Truly
Appreciate
honored.
you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Cheers.
Jerome.